when I flip one of these rocks, the second that the light and the warm air touches one of these animals, it's gonna be going, oh man, what's going on? Where's my roof? Where's my roof at? Right? What do you know, folks? Your favorite wildlife presenter here, Jack's World of Wildlife, is what some might even call a wildlife professional. My name is Jack, and I've spent the past few years traveling all over the globe to find some of nature's most unique and most dangerous animals. My mission? To see if I have what it takes to change your mind about some of planet Earth's most dangerous and misunderstood creatures. Today, our adventure takes us into the beautiful deserts of southern Arizona as we search for one of the largest centipedes in the US, the tiger centipede. Also known as the Sonoran desert centipede, these invertebrates are more than at home in this rugged terrain. I've got my work cut out for me to find one of these animals, so let's dive right in. So folks, basically what we're doing today is I'm searching for suitable rocks. As you can tell, it's pretty warm out here. And from these beautiful plants you can see behind me, there's not an overwhelming abundance of shade. That means that for the majority of a lot of these animals out here, especially invertebrates like the ones we're after today, rocks are the best possible shelter, not only from light and from predators, but from that heat as well. So if I can find some suitable rocks and get flipping, I'm hoping that we can uncover some of these really interesting and unique invertebrates. I'm just gonna get poking around, looking around. Plenty of rocks out here in the desert, and I think we've got a good chance today of finding exactly what we're looking for. Although these animals come out at night to hunt, you can come across them taking shelter during the day. I am set on finding one during the day to show you all at home how beautiful these centipedes are under natural daylight. They also possess a potent and painful bite that I am more than hoping to avoid. Centipedes may be creepy and venomous, but we shall see if aggressive is also added to the mix. Folks, check this out. Look at this beautiful testudine right here. This is the spectacular Sonoran desert tortoise. This is a beautiful desert tortoise species. Wow. So it's kind of late morning right now, and this guy's probably out munching on cacti, on plants. Oh man, he is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reptile. Now these guys are related to gopher tortoises from Florida and of course my home state native Texas tortoises. They're all in that same genus Gopherus. So these animals are ecosystem engineers, right? This creature, he's excavating these huge burrows that then can become utilized by other species such as foxes, Gila monsters, rattlesnakes, and more. So that's so cool to kind of come across this guy as he's probably winding down his morning routine, looking for something to eat. Wow. Now, something important to note with these centipedes is that they are extremely fast, right? So when I flip one of these rocks, the second that the light and the warm air touches one of these animals, it's going to be going, oh man, what's going on? Where's my roof? Where's my roof at? Right? And in that scenario, I've only got maybe a few seconds, folks, to snatch up this centipede before it slinks away, gets under a bigger rock or boulder or big old prickly branching cacti, and then I can't get to it, right? So I've got to be on my toes, folks, because if I miss one of these centipedes, there's no guarantee we'll find another one. So I'm hoping I'm going to be like, quick draw with my container and grabbing these centipedes as I see them, because it'd be a little embarrassing if a wildlife professional such as myself was incapable, unable, some might say, unable to capture such a common desert centipede, right? So wish me luck, folks. I've got a good feeling, you know, but sometimes Mother Nature likes to bring me down a peg. It's really rocky, tons of places for these animals to get away. So we'll see. But I'm a professional. I'm good at this kind of thing. I'm cool. We'll be good. We'll be good. Yeah, it should be good.
Finally, after hours and hours and hours of searching under the hot Arizona sun, we finally found exactly what I was looking for.
Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Oh my gosh! Oh! Okay, this is exactly what I wanted. Okay, he's underneath this rock now. Let me... Oh man, they're fast. Oh man. Man, speedy, bro. No, don't get away. Man, this is tough. A tough trick to pull off. But what do you know, folks? Your favorite wildlife presenter here, Jack's World of Wildlife, is what some might even call a wildlife professional. Take a look right here, folks. This is a beautiful Scolopendra polymorpha, the common desert centipede or tiger centipede. Now, these are easily one of the most attractive centipedes you can find in the States, and that species name polymorpha means many-formed, and that's because these animals can have a variety of different color variations through their natural range. They can be this general kind of nice tan with black stripes and those red heads and red tarsi, or they can be even blue in some places, which is just crazy. Such beautiful invertebrates.
Enjoying this video? I absolutely love filming centipedes, and I filmed quite a few species all over the world. Be sure to check out this video I filmed in southern Florida, where I tested the bite of the Caribbean giant centipede. The results may surprise you.
Now, it may not look like it, because you've probably seen a handful of other giant centipedes on my channel in the past, but this is one of our largest native centipedes. It's not at all uncommon for these animals to push 6-7 inches as adults, which is really big. This is a nice average sized one. This is usually the size that I would see this species at, which is about, maybe 3.5-4 inches, which is a adult size for this species. Of course, not nearly the same size or caliber as the giant desert centipedes, but these common desert centipedes are so fascinating. Additionally, they have some really interesting venom, some super variable venom throughout their range. In fact, some of the localities of this species might even be able to contest to being one of the most, if not the most, venomous centipede in the United States.
Although much smaller than their larger cousins, the giant desert centipedes, these centipedes have incredibly toxic venom. There has been some evidence to support that some populations of Scolopendra polymorpha could possibly be North America's most toxic centipede. What does this mean? Well, a bite would be incredibly painful and could potentially have some nasty side effects. Severe inflammation, nausea, sweating, etc. could accompany a full envenomation from a larger individual. Safe to say, I'm hoping to avoid a bite from this species today.
Well, of course, folks, I didn't just come here to capture one of these centipedes. I came here to handle one. Now, I'm always a little bit wary handling centipedes because those antennae are so sensitive, right? Their eyes are so small that they're usually using those antennae to feel the world around them, to sense what's prey, what's predator, what is safe, right? So these are sensitive appendages that could key this centipede into knowing, hey, I'm standing on maybe some yummy, fleshy ground that perhaps I could maybe try and take a bite out of, right?
But, in the sense of adventure, I think we'll try this sort of thing out, right, folks? Just please don't bite me, Mr. Centipede. I say that every single time I've handled these Scolopendra centipedes, like, I've never had any issue. But every centipede is new, right? It's okay, Val. It's okay. It's all right. Okay, I've got to let him calm down a little bit. This is the same type of thing that happened with the Caribbean giant centipede in Florida, where she was kind of freaking out. They feel that hand. It's this strange new sensation. It's salty. It's oily. They don't necessarily like it, but hopefully, once this guy calms down... Man, he is jittery. It's okay, friend. It's okay. You see my hands are a little shaky. It's so funny because these centipedes, I get why they creep people out, right? They've got all those legs. They've got that potentially painful, venomous bite. But at the end of the day, this isn't an aggressive animal, right? You saw the second I unearthed that rock, it was trying to flee. It thought, oh no, somebody's here to attack me. Someone's here to bite me. And that's the life of many of these invertebrates in these desert ecosystems. Yes, a lot of them have these big venomous stingers or painful bites, but that's to defend their lives. This is a desolate world for much of the year, dry and hostile. Oh man, he's trying to cram himself under my watch. I don't like that, sir. But as you can see, take a look. He's not freaking out as much anymore, right, folks? You see he's kind of walking with a little more timid, a little more calm steps. And that's because this animal's realizing, okay, this is strange, different, and new, but I don't necessarily feel in danger, right? Look at that. Oh man, this is so spectacular.
Centipedes are purely carnivorous, meaning they really only prey on other animals. They can eat anything they can overpower, from crickets and tarantulas to even lizards and snakes. Nothing small is safe from these centipedes.
Wow, folks. Well, this is working out just as I had hoped, right? Centipedes remaining fairly calm now. And you can see that's those probing antennas, just trying to figure out where it is, what's going on, and it's trying to find somewhere to slink in, get under a rock. It keeps trying to push its way in between my fingers and stuff like that. And that's because these animals are secretive, they're fossorial, and again, they're not aggressive. They're actually quite shy and easily stressed creatures, because when you're an invertebrate, few inches long, out here in the desert, there's giant toads, there's lizards, there's birds, there's all sorts of stuff that is purely interested in devouring you and things like you. And what's really fascinating is that there are some snakes out here in the desert that specialize on feeding on centipedes. That's how many centipedes you can find out here in these desert ecosystems. Don't force your way under my watch, friend. Stop it. Golly. That sketches me out, because I'm able to let this animal move freely, right? If she becomes pinned or pinched in any way, she can perceive that as an attack, right? So just something as simple as me accidentally closing my fingers around her or pinning an antenna or something like that while I'm handling her, she could feel like, uh-oh, something's got me, something's grabbed me, I need to defend myself. And it's in those, and there she goes trying to get under my watch again. In those scenarios, that's where I'm really at risk of being bitten. In these kinds of free handling segments, she can kind of feel in control. She doesn't feel like she's being eaten by something, right? She's just trying to figure out where she is, what's going on. And so she doesn't feel the need to defend herself. But should the need to defend herself arise, folks, that's where I could get myself in some trouble. So all I have to do is remain calm and respectful of this animal as I'm handling her. And hopefully she doesn't just try and cram herself under my watch and then feel like, ow, something's biting me, something's getting me, and then bite the snot out of me, because I'd really prefer for that to not happen. This video is to showcase the true behavior of these centipedes, not just to peddle the idea that these are horrible, scary, many-legged, venomous monsters, right? But just animals doing their best to survive in some of the most fantastic, beautiful, and arid climates on Earth. Wow. Look at that. And, ow, she's like gonna bite me getting under there. She keeps almost biting me underneath there. I don't want you to bite me under my watch, sweet girl. I really wouldn't like that.
Now, of course, this isn't the only centipede I'm after out here in the beautiful habitats of Arizona. I'm also searching for the largest centipede out here, the giant desert centipede. So be sure to stay tuned and up to date with our Arizona adventure, because you won't want to miss, hopefully, us finding this truly iconic invertebrate.
Okay, folks, I think we've had a lovely time with our fantastic little common desert centipede, Scolopendra polymorpha. And I think they're about ready to get back to their home underneath this rock here. Wow, so cool. Should I try and kiss it? Maybe not. Maybe it should remain unkissed. I think she's more than ready to get back underneath her rock, and I'm more than happy to oblige. So thanks so much, beautiful little centipede. Here we go. Hollow out this little burrow that she had for her back here. And I'll let her get right to it. And there she goes, looking for an entrance underneath her rock. Too cool. Well, my friends, we've had a great time together. We've laughed, we've cried, we've loved, and we've lost. But that's all I've really got for you today. We got a fantastic interaction with a fantastic centipede, and you're all the wiser for it. So thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something about these fantastic little creatures. I know that they can be the literal definition of creepy crawly, but they're not here to hurt us. You saw that this wasn't an aggressive animal. It was an animal that was really just trying to flee, trying to hide once it felt exposed, taken out from the safety of its rock. So my friends, I hope, if I can leave you with anything, I hope I can leave you with this. This planet is full of some of the most spectacular, unique, creepy, and even dangerous organisms. And it's important that we reflect inside of ourselves and really pay attention to the interconnectedness of these organisms. You may not like these creepy crawlies, or you may not like venomous snakes or sharks or these dangerous animals, right? But they all have a critically important purpose and role in their respective ecosystems. They're here for a reason. They're not just here to bother us or bite us or scare us, right? You don't have to like them, but you do have to respect that role that they play in our world as a whole. Because without every piece of the ecosystem, everything would fall apart. So be sure to be a little kinder to your creepy crawly friends. Be a little more attentive to them. And you know what? If you're feeling in a fun, zany, learning mood, look a little closer, because you might be surprised at what you find. So thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope that I revealed a little more of the truth about these centipedes to you. But we got tons of stuff to do today. We got to get off and start filming some more videos. So I'll leave you with that, and hopefully I will see you next week. So until then, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.